Hello everyone. So, yesterday I completed my first ever Too Good To Go order. So, what do I think? I am very impressed. Too good to go indeed. I've not sampled any of the food yet, and so it's not going to be as fresh as it would have been had I eaten it yesterday, so bear that in mind. Um, and also, the risk is because it's a surprise bag, you may end up with items you do not eat. For example, me being a vegetarian, I could end up with meat items, and I did, so I can share those with my flatmate or sell them on eBay. I never said that. Um, but yeah, but I have to say I'm impressed. So I was walking to the place at Reedy Castle, Beckbury Chippy Company, I think they were called. I'll put their proper name on later. Um, Very friendly people. They had the order ready, even though I'd only just checked in on the app. They said check in when you're there. Said it was the last bag. It's not the best time of year to do it because you have to visit nights time. In Birmingham, it's very cold and wet at the moment. It's not the safest thing to do. So spring, summertime is a better time to pick up late night orders without a doubt. But it was a very interesting first experience and definitely a saving money. Obviously, there's the random slime that's just appeared on my desk. Where did that come from? Now, obviously, there is the random aspect, but I knew what I was getting into. I knew that there would be a risk that there would be non-vegetarian items. It looks like my flatmate will be eating chicken for the next few days. Um, but now, if you know how expensive chips are from takeaways, the chips alone make it worth it. This bag cost me £4. It's Too Good To Go bag, lucky bag. I was looking at their menu prices earlier today, and also um, on the Too Good To Go app, they claimed I saved £8. That I've received £12 worth of food, but looking at the menu, I'm pretty sure I've saved more than that. And before looking at the menu, just using general knowledge, I was thinking so. But anyway, so what do we have? Well, we have an absolutely massive portion of chips. You can pay more than £3 for a portion of chips half this size easily. Um, I mean, look. And again, bear in mind they're not going to taste as nice as they would have done had I eaten them straight away. So, and I've not even heated them up. I'm just showing you the food. So, but look, I mean, that's a fair size. And these are good chips, I can tell. Fresh, these would have been really good, and I'm sure they're still nice now. Mm. They would have been nice, and I'm sure warmed up in the microwave or heated in the oven, they will be even nicer. So I've got loads of chips. I've got my breakfast, lunch, and dinner sorted. Um, Now, when I saw this, I was hoping, oh, please be a veggie burger. I've noticed on the menu they do sell veggie burgers at a very premium price, £7 to £8, I think it was. But no, this is where the chicken comes in. We've got some kind of chicken. So hopefully my flatmate is in the mood for chicken. So again, that would have cost at least £3.5, £4. I'm sure I've saved more than £8, surely. But yeah, so if you like chicken, and then again, bear in mind I had to squash it to fit it into the fridge, so everything was flatter when I received that. Bear that in mind. We have the largest sausage I've seen in a while. We have presumably a fish cake of some sort. I mean, these would cost more than £1 each. And then I believe, is that a scallop? And oh, we've actually got, I didn't realise, we've got some kind of meat, maybe. I thought there were two scallops. Maybe this is a scallop. But maybe they're both scallops, actually, rather than a piece of fish. Let's break it open. Oh, yeah. That's a potato scallop. I do love potato scallops, yeah. So we have a few vegetarian items, and I knew there would be a risk of there being some meat items, and it's a good opportunity to share and make a meal for someone. But there is easily more than £4 worth of food here. Easily, I'm very impressed. When the weather gets better and so forth, sometime next year, hopefully I'll be able to do some more Too Good To Go orders. But I'm really pleased. I'd happily go to that restaurant again for a Too Good to Go order, and I can feed my flatmate as well, um, feed the neighbourhood. Yeah, the downside is because it's leftover food, you have to visit so late at night. And as I say, this is the wrong time of year, and it's so wet and dark. You do need to be safe, of course, but it was a safe experience, thankfully. And yeah, they had everything ready. And obviously, you're going to get different food each time. Probably you're always going to get chips, which is great. I was really hoping for some chips. And that's also good because I struggled to pick up frozen chips from Aldi yesterday, so I ended up getting so many other things. So I still got my chips after all. Um, yeah, so sometimes you might get only vegetarian food, sometimes you may get some entirely non-vegetarian food. Probably you'll get a mix for the most part. But yeah, so we've got one or two potato scallops, a very large sausage, fish cake perhaps, some unidentified meat, and a large portion of chips, and some chicken. So I'm going to heat things up and share things out, and yeah, I'm really, really impressed. You do have to bear in mind the risk. I have noticed Toby Carvery, the vegetarian only breakfast bag, and there's another restaurant that's vegetarian only. But with this place, it's just a standard lucky bag. That seems to be what most restaurants do. So you may get vegetarian items, you may not. So it's a bit of a luck of the draw, but still, that's good. But still, easily £4 worth of food, easily. So it's good if you fancy a takeaway and for whatever reason you're eating quite late and you've got someone you can share things with. If you're not able to eat them yourself, you can just turn up. You have to reserve, I think, usually a day or so ahead, roughly, or morning time, collect night's time if it's approved. You pay through, presumably there's no cash in hand option, you pay through the app, they debit the bank card which you have attached to the app, and so I paid £4. I get a big portion of chips and loads of other things. Now I think that's really good value. I'm really impressed. It's unfortunately the wrong time of year for doing it, so I knew this would be the only one for the year. But my first ever experience has been a really positive one. I will warm up the potato scallops and the chips and see how they taste. Maybe use some of that mayo mustard sauce on them as well. But I want to try their naked pure taste. It's a shame I was not able to eat them when I brought them home, but it's too dark to film, and I wanted to show you the what I had. So yeah, I definitely will use Too Good to Go again in the future when it's warmer and stuff. Let me know about your experiences, and I'm gonna get creative now with some cooking. So goodbye for now.